everybody, and welcome to Punchlines. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Maybe you had a few winners. I won a few bucks on Rowdy Tellez and the Pittsburgh Pirates, and on the Kentucky Derby, $8.37. Woo! Thank you, Kevin Belenkoff. I took forever to get across the board. So I did all right, but here's someone who did not do well at the Derby and had 15 chances to do it.
Right to win. So we're doing
So his buddy gave him, he goes, I'll bet you $200 and you can pick 15 horses and you won't pick
15 options. Come on.
Boys, I think I didn't win that bet with Travis. I think I lost. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh! Whoops! So anyway, he didn't win. He did not win. But we won, and seeing that clip and the reaction of everyone on the ooh like that. Anyway, his buddy gave him 15 horses. He couldn't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio, behind the glass, Ryan is not here today. Ryan is a little under the weather. Ryan B. McCormick. B stands for migraine or headache. I don't know, whatever he's got. He doesn't feel well. His head's killing him. Be back tomorrow. There you go. I had B stands for boo to the Dallas Stars for eliminating his Golden Knights. So I felt bad that they lost. I even sent him a text in here back, so I knew something wasn't good. But anyway, stepping in, we have two pinch hitters, ladies and gentlemen, and they're two all-stars. Who do you want? Well, we'll introduce you. Keith Lyle is here. Keith's comedian, local comedian here in Las Vegas. Hey, Keith. Big Chicago sports fan.
That's true.
He's told hysterical stories about working on The Hangover. He was the dealer, and also watching Pete Rose get kicked out of a club.
Yep, and working in the casino, the whole deal.
Yeah, the whole deal.
The whole deal.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Keith is back with us, and then one of our Hall of Famers, he was here on our Sandy Koufax show, and I don't know when he was here last, but anyway.
I don't know.
32. CBS 32. CBS sports guy. Ron Futrell is here. He's back.
Boom,
this is
thank
like
you.
fourth or fifth. He might
pleasure.
be in the Five Timers Club. So, Ron, it was a busy weekend here in Vegas. We had hockey. We had the Derby. What did you do this weekend?
I watched the Derby when it was over.
Okay.
That was smart. I picked Mystic.
Mystic Dan?
Dan.
Okay, Mystic Dan won the race.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
By a lot, right? By a
No,
bit.
no.
By I had him by 6 lengths. He was going to win.
Keith, tell him what happened.
Next thing you're going to tell me NASCAR has close finishes too.
Oh, Ron, you got middled really hard.
You got
I got
middled really hard.
I
You got
did
a
get
Ryan
middled.
McCormick.
So no, I did not bet it. I did. How many horses are there? 21?
21?
Yeah.
And the guy had 15?
He had 15 and he didn't take Forever Young, and he lost $200, and
Okay.
then he had an expletive. But,
So, no, Knights obviously had that game yesterday against the Dallas Stars,
Yeah.
and I went to a watch party in Henderson. Now, it was a little bit windy here yesterday. You might recall.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, so it was not not a whole lot of people there, maybe 100 people there
it looked
at
like-
Heritage Park in Henderson.
It looked like the Knights were skating against the wind there in the third period, especially. There was no sense
They
of
were indeed.
urgency. They were sloppy. Like, you're the Cup champions.
Yeah.
Yes, and they improved on the Cup championship with
Right.
Thomas Hurdle and
Yeah, they got
guys
the
like that.
deadline
So
tra- yeah.
they got some replacements, some good guys. I love how they circumvent the system.
The
Vegas Golden Knights.
LTIR or whatever.
Yes.
thinking.
It's legal to do it, but there is a hard cap in the NHL, and I won't get too complicated on this, but it's $83 million, I believe, this year, maybe
Okay.
83 and a half, whatever. And so they go right up to the edge of that cap, and then somebody miraculously gets hurt every year with the Knights, and somebody who's worth $10 million a year and goes on long-term IR, LTIR,
Yeah.
and then so they could sign a Thomas Hurdle like that, and then keep that person on injured reserve until the playoffs begin, because there is no cap in the playoffs.
Right.
It does not apply. Players Union loves that because their players get more money, and Tampa Bay did it for years, that same thing. They won a couple of cups doing that same thing.
Back to back.
And and the Knights do it every year. Now, I'm not saying the guys aren't, well, maybe they're not injured, but that's what they do.
Well,
it burned them a couple of years ago when they didn't make the playoffs,
Right.
and it burned them this year going in as an 8 seed.
Well, the one guy who was
Barely
hurt, and a fan had the LTIR jersey at an ice game,
Yeah.
and then the wife of the player was like next to the jersey,
Stone.
like,
Yeah.
you saw it, yeah. So, very funny stuff. I just want to check in with our live chat because Keith Lyle's here.
Yeah.
Jerry Trevino is watching.
That's great, Jerry.
Jerry, stop. He's
Jerry.
on a cruise. He's on a Disney cruise. Disney cruise. What kind of cruise is it? Okay. Yacht Rock or what is it? Okay. Anyway,
Pablo Cruz.
Pablo Cruz was a big band in the 70s. Daniel Pacheco.
Hey.
Oh wait, Keith Lyle said I'm in the studio. Daniel Pacheco.
Oh,
what is this?
Oh, look at this.
All right, come on in. It's Caden's birthday, who works on the show. Look at this big group of people.
He's turning 21, and so instead of going to the strip club, we're bringing it to him.
We're bringing it here. Bring it in. Come on in.
Come on, here comes
Come
Grandma.
on in. Caden has to. So young Caden who works. Oh, we going wide here. We're the sportsbook camera. Do they want to come in? Oh no. Okay. Oh, hi.
Come on, come in at 12:36. We want your picks.
We will have picks at 12:36 today. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Keith
bring
Lyle's
in your
ready.
picks. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, there they are.
Do you know? Do you know?
You
You know Ron?
those?
Oh, come on.
Everyone knows Ron. Ron Futrell has. Let's see. I've lived here 30
Oh, my
years,
God.
and he's been on TV since I've.
Caden's 21st birthday. He's already drunk.
You're telling the truth.
Wow.
I was telling the truth.
Okay.
He ripped. He,
Which one? Yeah.
there's
No,
Caden.
whose mom? The one with the.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Right. I met you guys. The one, yeah. All right.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And your hat is red Solo cups or the little
That's
tiara.
cute. Oh, okay.
I want him to wear it.
Oh,
Put it
Angela-
on. Give it to him.
Okay, so I'm
Hi.
putting the family stuff together. I'm figuring this out.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
See, Mom.
Happy birthday, Caden. All right.
I was just asking about you the other day.
Ron Futrell knows everybody. Put on.
Yeah.
Happy
Wow.
birthday.
With the glasses, I didn't quite. Oh, there we go.
I want to know. Is this mom and dad?
Yeah.
Oh, auntie and
Oh.
uncle. Oh, that's mom. Do you? Oh, grandma. Oh, wow. Hi, grandma. Mom, do you remember the night he was created?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit. Uh-oh.
Okay. Just checking.
Let's set him up for life.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
He
of
was born at
course.
6:35 a.m., I'm told. All right. So there he is, drinking in something out of a paper cup we assume is coffee.
Yes. Wow.
Either way, we can't get him in trouble. Well, happy birthday, young kid.
Happy
21st.
birthday.
You're welcome. Thank you.
See you next week.
I know we're going out tomorrow night. Is anyone going to Old Red tomorrow? I'll see you there.
Oh, all red.
No, tonight we're doing no.
Oh.
Oh.
Absinthe is great. You'll have a good time. Well, that was very
Yeah,
sweet
yeah.
of you guys to
Well,
stop
you
in.
probably
Happy
wanted to go
birthday,
to Magic
Kate.
Mike, but-
Unbelievable.
See you.
Wow.
We didn't even hear to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday
It's illegal,
to
the rights. To Kate and you.
Kaden.
I like to do this
Still
Steve
on the
Wonder
rights, yeah. I didn't even know they still
Doing
own
Beatles.
Yeah.
We can
Wow.
clear those.
Yeah.
No one's sweeping this.
We cleared it.
Anyway, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kane's birthday.
Oh, that was awesome.
I wanted to get into just talk about a little about last night. More last night. There was a Tom Brady roast, which we can't show any clips because
No.
Netflix is heavily protected, and there was nothing usable.
No.
Although we've already had one F-bomb on the show today.
Yeah.
Had I known,
No,
we would have used it on the Brady roast.
Yeah.
But the Derby was fun. And do we have the video of me at the Derby? Should we take a little look?
Oh.
All right, so listen, here's the deal, folks. I have an iPhone. It's plugged in, as you see. If I unplug it, the world ends. It just shuts off. So I think there's a battery issue. So I tried to shoot some video at the Derby here, which was an unbelievable party upstairs at the South Point. And there were like a couple thousand people up there. It was like watching the NCAA tournament opening round. So here's just a little of the beginning, and then my camera dies. So here's me. So
It's time for the running of the 150th
yes, thank you, man. That
Kentucky
was
Derby. I'm going to go in and check out what's happening up here at the Grand Ballroom. Giddy
So
up!
now I made a.
All right, so
I made a
$4.99 for the hat at Savers. The horses were 99 cents.
So it was a
I think this is like
$4.99
one of those
hat.
purple ladies hats, and I see a bunch of them over there. Here,
Now the
come
Red
this
Hat
way, let's
Society
see.
is the society of older women who go out in groups. You
Yes.
know about that.
Hi,
Yeah,
ladies.
so
I was
Yes.
going to ask if you could rate my hat compared to yours. I bought this
They were
hat.
very
How much
lovely.
do you think I spent on the hat and the horses? $2. I would have won with this $2. You should have taken the over. I spent $4.99 on the hat and 99 cents on the horses. And I missed the contest. It's the story of my life. But did anyone at the table win? No. Oh, man. All right. Well, you ladies look lovely. Thank you.
All right, then my phone died. So there you go. I had some footage of the race happening. I thought it was rolling, but my phone was dead. But it was exciting. It was a great party thrown upstairs. Mint juleps. Everything was like hot dogs were $2. Mint juleps were like $6. Beers were $4. I heard. I didn't purchase one. Yes, I did. I wasn't working. That's right. I can say that. Anyway, It was a good time. The Derby was a huge success. And we want to talk about how much money this thing generated. And Keith and I were talking right before the show, Ron. $320.5 million, a new record wagered on the Kentucky Derby Day at the Derby, 320. 210 million of that just on race 12.
Wow. And I bet my guess is it's mostly because of this show.
It is. It's because of our show.
Eddie Olczyk was on.
And of course, Ralph. Ralph does Race Day Las Vegas, and they did the whole seminar, and they did a special on the Derby. So South Point helped contribute to over $210 million. How much was paid out? We do not know. I don't think they discussed that.
No.
But I feel like they did all right.
Yeah, I think they covered some of their paddock costs.
Yeah, right. There was a cute picture today of the winner, Mystic Dan, resting his head and sleeping in his stable, like near his roses. Was very sweet. But Ron, you did not bet the race.
I don't watch the race. I don't like horse racing.
You did for 2 minutes.
I don't even like. No, that's
For
way,
2 minutes.
way too long. My time is much more valuable.
You can't give these ponies.
I turned
2
it on
minutes.
when it was over, and I saw the end, and I saw some photo. Fortunately, not with your phone.
No.
They had a real photo fit. Yeah.
No, you got to step up to like
So-
an iPhone 7.
I
It's
swear
like
there's
2014.
a 14 Pro Max.
Yes. So no, I don't know horse race. I've never been in. I grew up in Southern California, so I
Right.
had Hollywood Park and Santa Anita right in my
Anita, sure.
neighborhood. But still never. I guess it's something generational. You had to grow up with it or
Yeah,
care about
maybe.
it, and I just have never really cared
I
about
got
it.
dragged to an OTB by my dad at 17 or 18 a couple times, so I think that
Okay.
maybe got me. My dad wasn't a big horser. It was his cousin, really, who would come to the OTB with 10, 20, 30,000 in his boot.
Oh, jeez.
OTB, off-track
Off-track
betting.
betting.
Yes. Oh. It's the... Yeah, you know.
Oh,
you're down
it's
with
down with OTB.
Hands off, you're doing Naughty by
Hooray.
Nature. Oh, hip-hop,
Hooray.
hooray. We're doing 90s hip-hop. But... So I was around horses. I learned how to read a form and, look at, but I didn't mean I was going to win.
No. Listen, your parents must have loved you a lot. Right? That's why they
Yes.
didn't take you horse racing.
didn't
So
like
you
degenerate.
understood love. Now, I will tell you that, and you will never see love from your father like you do when you pick the winner of that race and he gets to go
Oh,
cash
good
that
point.
ticket in front of his
The prize.
degenerate friends.
The pride.
My son picked that one.
Go catch the ticket.
Yeah.
Dad,
Catch the
I'm
ticket.
12.
You-
You get
see,
$4
it's out.
or
Yeah.
8
Yeah.
maybe. No, my dad.
837.
Well,
Well, now it's down to 207.
there was a lot of abuse in my family when I was younger. So it was my dad, who was an Angels fan,
Okay.
Oh,
would
that's
take me
abusive.
to Dodgers games.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, it's
that's
abuse.
Okay.
I
was
got
like,
to
what
go
am I
see
doing? What
Koufax and
happened to-
Drysdale pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, but he would talk about the Angels the whole time, and because I said that, and he wondered why the true team from L.A. is the Angels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Brooklyn,
No.
because he still saw them as Brooklyn.
That makes
okay, I
sense.
get that. But still, take me. Angels suck, Dad.
Yeah.
Why would I care about the Angels?
I like Gene Autry. He's a cowboy.
Gene
How
Autry,
about
yeah.
that? Gene Autry's
How about
team.
that Bo Belinsky?
I
Jim
remember-
Fregosi.
Jim
Jim
Fregosi.
Fregosi is king
Ron
of the world.
Fairley was Ron Fairley.
Fairley
I had
played
Ron
first
Fairley's-
base.
I had
Yeah.
Ron Fairley's card, and then of course in the late '70s when they were good, Bobby Grich, Don
No,
Baylor,
Ryan.
Brian Downing. I love
Oh,
Brian
yeah.
because he wore glasses and I had glasses.
Didn't they have Fred Lynn late in his
Fred
career?
Lynn came
They had
there,
a lot
yeah.
of guys late in
Yeah.
their career, too. Fred Lynn and Reggie played there. Let's
Rod
not
Carew,
forget.
Rod
Yeah,
Carew got his
Carew.
3,000
Oh, he was great.
there. Lyman Bostock. Lyman Bostock was killed while he was playing.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Donnie
All right,
Moore.
anyway.
Donnie Moore. Are we going Donnie
Yeah,
Moore?
I was about to say Donnie Moore. Yeah.
So anyway, Bob Delmont, excuse me. Bob Delmont said that Mystic Dan was his Dungeons and Dragons name.
I believe that.
Okay.
Greetings, Punchies and Punchlines. What's up, Tommy? Aaron O'Connor, Casa Zany checking in. Mystic Dan was my Dungeon and Dragon character earlier in the 80s. It's a normal cruise, says Jerry. I apologize, Jerry.
Yeah, we didn't think you were on one of the Epstein cruises. Sorry.
The Punchies Clown Room.
He was on the
That's-
plane. He took the plane, not the cruise.
Well, it used to,
You know.
it was Epstein Island, but it was formerly Fantasy Island to some of those people.
And I don't know to take this as a compliment or not, but Daniel Pacheco said Punchlines is without a doubt, without a question, winning the 49 to 75 age demographic today. Yeah.
It's because Ryan's not
Now,
here.
wait a second. We got young Caden. He's 21.
Well, welcome to it, Caden.
Now, I should mention today's date before we move any farther. Farther's distance, further is time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so further. Today is May 6, 2024. It's National Beverage Day, Caden. Perfect. There you go. Drink up. National Nurses Day. Thank you, folks. National No Homework Day. Screw you, teachers. And International No Diet Day. So, Caden, go for it, baby. There you go. What do you got? He just put an entire cupcake in his mouth. To be
That's not
21
very
and have
keto,
sugar.
is it?
That's not keto. That you can get keto ones, but they're not nearly.
So
as
it's
good.
National Drink Day, Frank. What are you going to drink?
I might have a beverage tonight. I believe
Okay.
I will be heading out tonight just for a little.
right.
I can't tell the story. I went to the D
Oh,
on Friday night. The D downtown.
Yes.
And Fortune Cup is the horse racing game.
yes.
Now they actually had the ancient one down there too.
They do.
So to get in the mood for the Derby.
Oh,
on
the mechanical
Saturday-
things
The
that go
mechanical
around.
one.
Sigma Derby, yeah.
Yeah,
Sigma
Sigma
Derby.
Derby. And the three
It's
horse.
only one at
And the
left.
three horses like this the entire. The
Yeah.
three horse has like osteoporosis. It runs like this. But it's the last machine of its kind. And I read an article. Once
Yes.
the parts break, it's
That's it.
over. But you put a quarter in, you pick a couple horses, and it's awesome. So we did that, and then we went over, Courtney, and we went over to the Fortune Cup, and we bet $1 race, and we're breaking even. And she bets the side bet, the dollar bet, where first two horses come in, you win 5.
Right.
First 3, you win whatever. So I have a winning horse at like 12-1 hit,
Ooh.
and then I looked to the right, and she hit the bonus for $1,050. She had all 6 horses. It just comes up randomly. Look, his mouth is a gate.
What? Mhm.
$1,051 was won at the D. Hit the button, cast it, got the hell out of there.
Wow. She could get herself something like fruity with vodka with that.
She. Yes, and if she's like, it's true. Keith was at the show I did last week at the Copa Room at the Bootleggers,
like a Copa
which was fun. And I did so well. I get to play 2 more early dinner shows.
Oh,
Out in
nice.
Sun City and somewhere else.
Sun City Anthem and Sun City Summerlin.
Yeah, I'm doing those
Those are great
in
shows.
September. So maybe
Yeah.
I'd like to
that'd
have
be
you on
fun.
the bill on that.
Yeah.
That was a fun show that night.
Yeah, it was.
But of course, the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club, Friday, May 17th, the Late Show, 9:30.
Oh, is that right?
And then
Okay.
Saturday,
Yes.
Saturday 2 shows, 7:30 and 9:30, May 18th.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could get your tickets online now. I
You
looked.
can. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
I got to check it out then. Okay, I'm
Yes.
going to.
Yes.
You said those dates real fast for me, too
May
fast.
17th and May 18th. Oh, we're going to start plugging it real hard.
Okay.
Ryan got middled hard. I'm going to start plugging real
No,
hard.
I've been there many times.
Yeah, it's a great
Adam
club.
Carolla was the last one I saw
Yeah,
there.
he's there
I've
regularly.
seen quite a
Yeah.
bit. He's
Yeah, I'm
sort
excited.
of a residency, I guess.
Yeah, he does it like once every occasionally. Yeah, Steve Byrne, another guy from
Steve.
Pittsburgh has a residency. Vicky Barbalek. I think
Barbalak's
does.
there on Tuesdays.
And Brett Ernst and Butch Bradley, who are
Yeah.
regular contributors to this show. All right, so we want to look back 1 second, then we're going to just talk some more sports. We're going to get to picks in about 20 minutes. Today is show 147. Did you wear a 147 jersey?
I did not bring my 147 jersey. I've got 3 of them at home.
Right, had you
Yes,
known, it was show
right ahead.
147.
Yeah.
Well, we look back 100 shows ago. We look back to December 14th, 2003. It seems so long ago. And we were lucky enough to have Sports Illustrated writer Neil Coulong, who is originally from Pittsburgh. And Ryan asked him a great question about Shohei Ohtani and how the press were all over trying to figure out where he would land. So here's
the rumors and everything. We even said at one point, this plane, like there's going to be like, Bozo the Clown is going to jump out of it or something.
Well, it was the
'cause
guy
none
from
of it
Shark
makes
Tank.
any
Yeah, it was
sense.
Robert
Yeah,
Herjavec from
yeah.
Shark Tank. Yeah, right.
we were joking about it, and that's exactly what happened. Because when you sit back from a distance, and I want to say as well, the transactional reporters, the high-level transactional reporters, it is such an insanely difficult job, but they are used, and they know they're being used. In situations like this, their professional credibility is on the line, and they probably know that this stuff isn't going anywhere, but they have to come up with whatever. They have to find the angle that people are going to read and advance this story minute to minute. And it's next to impossible to do because, as we saw in this situation, they orchestrated it perfectly. They knew exactly what they were going to do. It was as if they had a script, and they're going to use every transactional journalist that is following this within an inch of its life to further what they're trying to do.
All right, so Ron, he was talking about how all the rumors of Shohei, everyone is trying to get the jump and say where he's going to land. I remember the report came out, he was a Toronto Blue Jay. He was going to Toronto.
That
He
was
was,
one.
it was, and there was a plane, and they followed that plane, and it turned out the plane from LA was Robert Herjavec, the guy from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So he got out, and they're like, "You're not Shohei." He's like, "No, but I'll invest in your business. Your tarmac business. What do you got?" So anyway, Shohei, he got booed when he went to Toronto last week before the game. They booed him because he signed with the Dodgers. So anyway, he's talking about what it's like to try to get those leads and the scoop.
No, they're planting stories. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to be careful. Everybody's planting stories
Right, his people
all
and
the
the
time,
teams, yeah.
and you go with the ones you trust. Certainly, there's a handful in the NFL. There's a handful in baseball, and there's stuff that you can trust, but credibility is on the line. Okay, here's a quick story.
Okay,
Ann,
take your time.
I'll make it quick. Ann
your
might have
time.
worked with me at the time. I'm at Channel 13 doing sports there.
Okay.
I get a. You remember the story?
How do you know that
That's all
story? I was at Channel 13, and you know the story.
She knows.
Okay, all right.
I get a phone call from Don King to my desk. Don King never called.
Boxing
He never
promoter
called
legend.
me. Hey, yeah, Ron. Tell you what, you got to dig up this story. A fighter, I forget the fighter's name,
Okay.
just got arrested for cocaine at McCarran International Airport.
Okay.
I won't call it the name that it is now.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
We named our airport after the most crooked politician in Nevada history.
Is that this?
The most crooked politician in Nevada history, most divisive. And anyway,
He's off the soapbox.
So anyway,
That's why we honor him.
so that's yeah. So
What a Vegas thing
name it
to
after
do.
Bugsy. Okay. So I get a phone call from saying that a fighter has been arrested. I checked it, verified it was true, certainly. And then I thought, okay, but then I had to go, why is Don King calling me to give me the story? It's because clearly he wanted a competitive advantage in future negotiations, either with this fighter or against this fighter, something to destroy him. I never did the story because I said it wasn't a big enough story, first of all. And it was the way I got it was, I'm not going to say not fair. I've taken stories like that mattered, but I was being used. Seriously, the only reason Don King would call me for that is to use me as a reporter. So you got to be careful about those sort of things.
Only in America.
Yes.
Well, was it your instinct that Don King was using you, or did you do follow-up reporting to see if this was really...
No. I did no follow-up. No.
Just
God.
journalism major, UNLV, class of 99, double-checking.
I didn't graduate from
Journalism. Graduate?
Journalism. Yeah, I got out of college before they could screw me up worse.
Yeah.
How screwed up are colleges now? Okay.
I only went a semester.
Anyway.
I've made it. I went to Duquesne University. I had a 3.2 blood alcohol level. Yeah! Didn't make the dean's list. Made the Jim Beam's list.
Nice.
It's the tag I usually haven't done on the show. But anyway.
Frank Nicotero, 1989, right there.
Yeah. Duquesne University. Duquesne, and I rooted for Duquesne in the
They
tournament.
spell that school weird.
They do.
Yeah.
They spell it weird.
Duquesne. Looks like Duquesne. Where did you went to UNLV?
UNLV, yeah.
You did graduate from UNLV.
Yeah, class of 99.
You and Alex White. Anyone that sits in that chair has to be a UNLV graduate.
Yeah.
Non-college graduates sit on the edge. We've
Yeah.
always said that. We've always said that. Okay. We were talking about sports last night. I don't know, a line of the night. Did you have one, Keith? Something that caught your eye or no?
Something that caught my eye. There were two things that actually caught my eye. And one we already kind of talked about was the NASCAR race, won by 1,000th of a point, by 1,000th of a second
Jesus.
by Kyle Larson. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And also, Shohei Ohtani went 4 for 4 with 2 home runs.
Unbelievable.
One of them was like 400.
I had
was
the
a
game.
monster.
I had the game
Dead
on in the
center.
background.
Yeah.
Dead center field.
He
Holy
crushed it.
mackerel.
And the Pirates won yesterday, so I was watching. I was very excited.
They
But
threw you a
Shohei.
bone.
I was
Yeah.
gonna. I usually, if I'm gonna watch a Dodger game, and by the way, they're blacked out here. But my cable box, my DirecTV stream box, thinks I'm in LA, so I get the Dodger
Boom.
games. Yeah,
Remind me to
so-
tell you the way around all this.
Okay,
but go
well,
ahead.
yeah, well, Ryan told me a few streams. So that's how I saw the Pirate games. But so many sports are blacked out here.
Yeah.
The baseball package, you don't get. There's 6 teams you don't get. You don't get the California teams, and you don't get the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, yeah, or the
So when the
California
Pirates
teams.
are on a West Coast trip,
That's it. Yeah.
Don't get me going on this. It's
Okay.
corrupt as hell, and it's idiotic East Coast thinking by baseball. No, it's East Coast thinking. It's because their offices are in New York. They have no idea what it's like on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They think the reason Nevada is blacked out is because our state touches states that have Major League Baseball teams. So all the California teams, 5 of them, and the Arizona team are blacked out because they think we on a whim can just hop in our car. I think I'll
It's
go
close.
to a Giants game and drive to the Giants game this evening and, leave home at 2:00 in the afternoon.
For 7.
Because, here's my East Coast part of it,
Okay.
is because you can do that. You can live in Connecticut and go to an early game in Philly and then have lunch in New York and catch the Mets game at night. And you can go to all these games on a whim, sort of. But so we get it blacked out so that it's antiquated East Coast BS thinking. here on the West Coast that screw us, but I do the same thing you do. I use a VPN,
Yeah.
or I have an Elite Super Box. I don't know if you know what that is.
What is an Elite
Oh no,
Super Box?
Oh no,
Keith.
I'm
Listen,
going to do some.
They have those things, the Major League Baseball with the express written
Right,
consent.
no, Ron.
Ron, I don't want you to get.
And
I
in trouble, Ron.
allegedly have.
Allegedly,
I have an Elite Super Box. It's $400 on Amazon. You can buy it, and you plug that thing. It took me 5 minutes to wire it up to my Wi-Fi, and the world opens up.
NFL and
Everything.
What am I doing?
Everything. All the.
they're on Amazon.
It's Amazon, NBA, NFL, NHL,
Okay.
Major League Baseball. You have all that. You have Irish cricket if you want
Oh,
it. Okay, I know I got you there. You have soccer from Qatar if you'd
Yes,
like.
yes.
If all the Formula One
camel
channels.
races from Bahrain.
Do you have that
Bahrain?
skating
Yes.
football that we showed a clip of once?
I'll
The,
have
like,
that.
ice skating
Oh,
rugby
it
or
doesn't
something?
stop there.
No.
Every movie that you could think of, tens of thousands
Video
of
on demand.
movies.
Do you know about these Elite Super Box?
I've
a
heard
Guno
about
guy?
it from somebody. I don't know where.
Current movies that are in the theater are on that. Napoleon's on there.
I don't know.
Go down the list. It's just the
you
theaters.
go with Napoleon when you think of current movies. That's the one you
I
go with.
haven't seen. Is that the well?
I-
It is sort of a current
It's
movie.
Napoleon
That is.
starring Edward G. Robinson. That's
Yeah,
how current it is.
Civil War. Civil War is
Yeah,
on there.
that's what I wanna see.
That's on there for free to be able to watch. Okay.
Caden's nodding his head.
Then it has every East Coast channel you can get.
Yes.
So my wife likes to watch, be able to watch Bachelor, Bachelorette,
Stuff early.
those sort
Yes.
of shows. And
Oh, I
and
used to have
The
East
Voice.
Coast feeds on DirecTV.
But
yeah.
she could watch them 3 hours early, so she doesn't have to wait up to watch them. So you're watching New York version of ABC, NBC, CBS, and catching those shows.
You can watch the Pittsburgh news.
No,
Yeah.
Well, you can do that on Very Local, which runs the game show Wait What Happened with Frank Nicotero. New
Ah.
episodes on Wednesday. Anyway,
it's
Glad I led
overwhelming.
into that.
It's
I hate
the
those.
thing is overwhelming. But as a sports fan, pay-per-view stuff.
I need
Yeah.
$392 more dollars.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
I'm going to roll this today.
Frank,
By the
You're
way,
doing
on the
those,
pick
those,
at
that
12:36.
blackout, that MLB blackout started by the guy that airport's named after.
Come on!
Just saying. Just saying.
This guy.
No.
By
Yep.
the way, every time I
Yep.
say the airport, I always say Harry Reams, which is it's close.
That's
and
okay.
That's a joke you guys can all Google.
That's
Cade,
behind the green door.
You can, which is also
The
a place in
answer
Vegas.
is
it
behind
not?
the green. It is. I used to have
all
open mics
Haven't
there.
been to the commercial center in a while. I need to go back.
And we're going to
Yes.
take a 2-minute break. We're going to regroup. We're going to come back. We're going to check in with the punchies. And we got our pick at 12:36.
Oh, yeah.
And more with Ron Futrell and Keith Lyle quickly becoming one of our funnier episodes. We'll be right back.
South Point offers all the types of entertainment you'd expect at a first-class Las Vegas resort. Did you know our 400-seat showroom is one of Las Vegas's top destinations for live entertainment? Enjoy live performances by classic Vegas entertainers, bands, and today's hottest comedians, plus a rockin' dance floor. You can also enjoy live entertainment at the Grand View Lounge, where you'll feel all the vibes of old Las Vegas. Enjoy the music, and if you love to laugh, don't miss The Dirty at 12:30, our very own free comedy show. Every Friday night at 12:30 a.m. in the Grand View Lounge. The Dirty is 100% free, so arrive early. Go to southpointcasino.com or call the box office at 77136 for today's performances at the showroom and the Grand View Lounge. When you're ready for your favorite cocktail, stop in and unwind at one of our 7 specialty lounges. There's a bar around every corner, because you're in Vegas, baby. South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
It's Punchlines. The studio is South Point, and live behind us is the sports book, which I was here for on Saturday. It was an absolute madhouse. It was awesome. Up there with the NCAA tournament. The horse action and the race was tremendous. So joining us today, Ryan McCormick is under the weather. He is not here today, but we got Ann and birthday boy Caden and Drew Dog, which we're going to get to the montage at the end. So sitting in today with me are Keith Lyle, Keith, comedian, local here in Vegas, originally from Chicago. And we got Ron Futrell, the Vegas legend, who's been here 40 years now.
Wannabe comedian.
Wannabe comedian.
One of these
very
days.
funny.
One of these days, I'm going to do it.
You're always funny.
I got a stage for you. I could get you stage time.
Give me on a stage. No, seriously.
I
I'm saying it's.
I know a guy.
There are so many funny stories with TV news.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, the one and then
there are so many stories behind the scenes with
That
TV
sounds
news
like
that
a
need to
book.
be told.
It sounds like a book, maybe even.
Yeah.
Behind the desk.
Behind the desk. Where's my prompter?
There you go.
Where's my prompter? Damn.
All right, so
And I want a prompter next time. I told you.
Oh, it's on the list. We got a printer. The prompter's way next. So listen, next Monday, I'm lucky enough, myself, Alex White, Ryan McCormick, and Jeff Parles from Sports by the Booker to be playing in a charity golf tournament that, Ron, is near and dear to your heart because you're on the board.
Yes.
Tell us about
Folds
that.
of Honor.
Yeah.
A great scholarship group that donates money, raise money, first of all, is what our job is. And then we donate it to the children of first responders and military who have died or become disabled in action. And so you can have a scholarship, or you can have a trade school if that's what you want to go to. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things I wanted to make sure about.
Yeah.
Because of my previous statement that I said here is college is garbage. Right? But you can go to trade school. You want to learn how to be a plumber. You want to learn how to be
HVAC, sure, whatever.
Do something useful with your life instead of go to college.
Yeah, make big money.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, make money.
Steady work.
So it's a great cause.
Okay.
And next Monday out at Paiutes, 8:00 shotgun. There are still spots available. You're going to be out there.
Yeah, I'm going to be. We have the whole South Point. I mean, we're all coming out, right? Or the South Point crew's coming out. Yeah, it's very exciting. I know I have to get up super early because it's kind of far away, but
It
that's
is
okay.
a little ways.
Or do I just stay up all night?
All night.
Yeah.
Get some of that Amen oil in you. Let's go.
Got to get that swing oil. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to be very good, but it is a 4-person scramble.
It is that.
So
yes.
it's the best ball, which will Jeff and Ryan and I are already making bets.
I hope we're in the same group.
Can we? You know people.
There's
This
going to
is
be tons of two-way action on that golf course.
Two-way action. It's going to be fun. So that's next Monday.
I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm going to be up super early, and I like it. I'm excited about it. I don't know which shirt I'm going to wear. Which South Point shirt? I have a black one, and then I have another black one. So I looked at the weather. It's only going to be like 89. So I'm like, it's early. Maybe I can get away with the black one.
Yeah, you won't need a quarter zip.
Yeah. No. I'm staying short sleeves. All right. Let's see here. It's 12:32. Oh, who wants to sound the horn? Who wants to yell "sound the horn" to
Can
Ann?
I?
Keith, go for it.
And sound the horn!
That's the post time. That means it's time for post time. In 3 minutes, we're going to do a pick. We're going to do the picks within the posts. There's the graphic right there. There's my face.
Okay.
Ron Futrell and Keith Lyle join the show. Look at that graphic. I like seeing that. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and on YouTube, and you can listen to us on podcasts.
Tell your friends.
So, Ann, are we starting with the Brew Crew one or the Oakland A's one? Okay. So the Brewers, that's beer brewing, right? And we know that there's 1.1 million brewers because we had that chart, Ryan and I, in America. That this guy who does these takes the Major League Baseball logos and figures out how much he did one weight. How much a pirate was 180 pounds. An angel, weightless. Yeah, you can't.
Right.
And then occupations, there's a lot of brewers, 1.1 billion. So anyway, the Brewers, they do stuff to rookies. They make them carry their luggage. But Milwaukee, they did a little different. And you think, oh, the real brew crew, is it going to do with beer? Nope. 9 rookies on the first place Brewers, and they had to go fulfill a coffee order downtown Milwaukee. So here they are in full uniform. Do we have a little volume on that? If we don't mind, juice that up, please. Thank you. So there they go. So they're just walking down the streets of Milwaukee. And, hey, there's some kids love caffeine. And there's people taking pictures. And somehow this team, who we thought traded away their best pitcher, Corbin Burns, to the Orioles, they're still riding high in the National League Central. Yep. They got the coffee order, and now they got to push it back. It's pretty funny. I hate the Brewers because they're always good in the last 10 years, but that's pretty funny. And some groovy, like, I almost want to say, like, what that organ is definitely Brady.
Yeah.
That would be like Bobby. We all know the Brady Bunch.
Absolutely.
Except for Caden. Andrew,
True, dog.
exactly. All right, now we want to talk about this one because I have two local guys here, and we could start it, but it's gonna run right up against the picks at 12:36. Maybe we'll just fill time for 40 seconds before we get to this one. What are you doing later today? What's your dinner plans, Keith?
Oh, whatever my wife wants, I'll just make for her because I know she's watching, and we just celebrated our 22nd year of meeting each other, our first meeting. So
Look at that. I met your lovely wife the other night at the show. It was very nice. We went next door.
Yeah.
We went next door to the restaurant.
Yeah.
And we kind of cleared out the bar area.
We did. We were loud.
Loud. We had just done a fun show, and then the other reason, the factor that Joe D'Amico was there.
Joe D'Amico is
Joe
the
D'Amico
reason.
is
Yeah.
a little loud.
Oh.
He's a loud Italian. Do you know Joe D'Amico? Yeah. So we were a little loud, and there was one booth. They're like,
Bless
okay,
him.
we're on.
He can be
It
loud.
was really, we were just listening to Joe do his thing.
Yeah, he was. It was fun. Yeah. Oh, my alarm's going off.
Oh, there it goes.
There
That
listen to the
works.
jingle run.
Picks at 12:36.
So every day we.
Wow.
Ron's expression. Did we have that on camera? Good.
Who
Ron
wrote that? Barry Manilow wrote that, didn't he?
Well, it was Barry Manilow. He
Paul
writes
Williams?
the songs.
Let's see. Somebody did it.
Paul Williams. Rainbow Connection. So that's actually me and Jeff Parles and Jerry, who's on a cruise right now. He auto-tuned our voices, and there you go. More grandma action. What is Jerry talking about? Okay. Anyway.
Grandma was cute, I'm going to say.
Oh, great. All right. So, Keith, you have a pick for us at 12:36.
I do.
Okay, let's hear it. Keith
My
Lyle.
pick at 12:36 is the Timberwolves tonight. I don't think they're going to win, but they're getting points. Depending on where you go, it's either 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5.
Yeah.
I think the Wolves are going to, with the points, they won't win outright, but they're strong. That Edwards is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. They're going into Denver to face the champs. It's hard to repeat. I think the Golden Knights would agree with that.
Yeah.
The Nuggets basketball is a grind as well. The Lakers game, a good run, a little bit of a run. There's the line here right now.
They
I'm
won a
seeing-
game?
Oh,
Yeah.
7?
They won a game of the series.
One game. They
One
wanna
game.
gave it to him because
I like
it's
to
LA.
think they
You got to
did.
give them something for the ratings. You know how NBA
Well, you
is.
know how you saw Darvin Ham. Did you see the play where he was diagramming a play and there was nothing on it?
No, I didn't.
That's why he lost his job. He called
Yeah.
and he goes like he counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's like 5 dots representing a player. And he just keeps counting them, and they're all staring at him. D'Angelo Russell is at the end of the bench eating a snack.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, the other
Doesn't
guy,
care.
they're ordering DoorDash.
swear-
Yeah, they're texting their side
LeBron's
pieces.
staring at him, and then he doesn't even make dry a play. And then it's like, then the rest are like, man, time's up, and he got fired.
He'll be missed.
He'll be missed.
He'll be missed.
Anyway, it looks
By
like
somebody.
7 points.
7, I'll take the touchdown.
You can get 7. Yeah,
If
take
I
the
can
touchdown.
take 7, I'll take it.
There's
That's a
T-Wolves.
darn good
7,
team
okay.
with T-Wolves for 7. It's hard to the way that they played the other night.
Yeah.
And you're going to give them some points. I got to take it.
They're young and hungry.
Yeah,
And it's tough to repeat. So I like the bet. Yeah, and they might
Yeah.
lose by 5, but hey,
you got the 7.
you cash it. Hey, I got $8.37.
Yeah.
Might go ahead and put that back. All right, now this is the story I want to talk to Ron.
There's no outro for this segment?
No, well, we could. We're still in it.
Well, we're still in it.
Well,
Okay,
no, we
okay.
did the pick.
Ron?
I said, no, I don't have a pick.
Yeah, we're
I
back-
got
no, we're
picks.
He's got
a horse
You don't,
race
you don't
he
want to hear
wants
my
to pick.
picks.
No.
I'm going to take Minnesota. I'm going to take T-Wolves
There we
tonight.
go.
There you go. Thanks.
No, seriously, what everything that they get, and that Joker guy? Come on now. He's
I mean,
The 2-time
he's awful.
MVP.
He's awful.
barely makes a shot.
All right, so we're going to talk about the Major League.
Oh.
See how I did that? All right, so
I see.
someone came up with this, a guy named Dan Clark. Major
Major
League,
League.
obviously, is the 1989 classic film. Dennis Haysbert, by the way, who plays Serrano, lives in Vegas, I
Oh, I
believe.
didn't know that.
Oh, is
He
that
lives
right?
in Vegas. He's spotted around the casino a few times, Chris said.
Wow.
And Craig Shoemaker, a friend of ours, says, yeah, we could try to get him on your show. He's Serrano. So anyway, the Major League, the plot to the Major League movie in 1989, crowds hit rock bottom. Sounds familiar. Owner wants to relocate the team. To tank, a bad roster is compiled. Dominant rookie pitcher who throws 100 miles an hour, who, by the way, is the Miller kid from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And team overachieves, crowds return. Oakland Athletics. The Oakland Athletics, I believe someone told me, are 2.5 games out of first place.
Oh, no, they had a
2.5,
6-game winning streak.
Yes, and
Just
the
broke. But,
the Atlanta Braves are also 2.5 games out of first place. So if anyone would have said Oakland A's and Braves are going to be in the same position come early May. So anyway, the A's they got a bunch of nobodies, but they're playing well, and they could be the team here in 2028. I'm still seeing
They will be.
They will be.
They will be.
Now Ryan is not here, thankfully.
No, thank goodness, because he and I would. Well,
Yes,
we're going to blows.
you
Next
guys
time,
have thought about this.
We are going to have boxing gloves on, and we'll go.
He
at
wants
it.
his own team, but this is going to be good. Now, there's this guy Vegas Pauly C who does all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
I know. I know. Ryan
He's a
does-
lot of misinformation.
I know
Vegas
Ryan doesn't
policy.
like, but he goes around Vegas. Hello, Vegas
Yeah,
Pauly C.
yeah.
And he said that there's barely room to fit the stadium, and now the owner's short money. $500 million. Is he going to ask the city for more? I don't know. But the A's are coming here,
The
right?
A's are
Ron?
coming here.
They are.
No, any doubt that you've got about it, I've got 10 answers
Okay.
against them all. As
Okay.
Ryan, as my witness
Right.
when he was here last time.
So with insight, you would say the money that they're saying that they're short money, all this stuff. That's they'll find the money. They'll do. They always seem to. This is the same thing with the football team. And look at how great it's. I mean, just forget
Yeah.
the football aspect of it. Just the concerts,
Yeah.
like what it's brought to the city.
The Stones are this
hotels
weekend,
full. Yeah, the
No,
hotels are full every
and Keith,
weekend.
I'm glad you brought that up about what happened with Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Davis, the owner, he needed $500 million to
interesting.
get because Sheldon Adelson. Remember, Sheldon was the
Uncle
first
Sheldon.
from the Sands and Venetian Palazzo was the first to come up with this idea of building a stadium, bringing the Raiders here. He was going to put in $500 million, bring the Raiders here. He pulled out of that project. A lot of speculation why. He rest in peace. Sheldon's no longer with us now.
Okay.
Now Miriam's part owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
She bought out a Cuban out. That's
What happened?
right.
Bank of America comes in and gives him the $500 million that he needed to be able to complete it. Great investment for them. Great investment for the city. And I wasn't real keen on the $750 million of tax revenue from
Right.
hotel room tax because a lot of
Oh.
casinos, let's say like this one, don't have to raise their rates for that tax, but don't really see the benefits of the stadium. The casinos that are benefited are a bunch of MGM casinos, right in that,
In that
immediate area.
neighborhood, right.
I said call it the MGM Stadium,
Yeah.
not the Allegiant Stadium. But anyway,
Or the Hustler Casino or the Hustler strip joint right down the street. Yeah.
By.
Caden knows.
No. What
He
will
will
happen?
know.
Somebody will. He's got 1.1 billion. He's putting into this. John
Yeah.
Fisher does.
Okay.
State of Nevada about 340 million. They need another 500 million. He wants to have private investors, other investors, to come in here and do this. They will find somebody to do it. If not, he will fund it because
Yeah.
his family still has enough money to do that. But
It was Bud Sillig's buddy. That's how he got the thing in the first place. Otherwise,
Yes.
Reggie Jackson had an ownership group that was willing to
Oh,
give
wow.
more.
That's
And
right.
it was Sillig's friend that they gave it to.
Yeah.
So there's money to be. So it's coming.
Yeah, they're
It's just-
coming.
And it's just a matter of that land it's too small. They need more, so they're probably trying to get the hotel company or whoever owns the land there to give them a little more, get a cheaper price to have them, and that's part of the $500 million deal. It's all.
there's Vegas makes things happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what we do here.
Right.
We fix problems. We make things happen.
Hey, there's some holes in the desert.
Oh,
Talk about-
yeah, we fix
hey, hey,
things.
Dana
we
White will
make
come in and
things
write a check.
happen.
If he
Yeah,
needs
right,
to.
exactly.
Geez,
Call
that's
Rocco,
going to make
call
things happen.
Louie,
Oh,
get it
yeah.
done.
I still drive around with a shovel in my trunk.
You do too?
Yes.
You do too? Wow. It's for gardening, just in case I got
Officer.
You never
the
know.
azaleas need to be dug up. So
You too?
yes,
That was very funny, Ron.
It's it's fun to see what's happening in the city sports wise, certainly, and this is
Amazing.
the next step of it. Oakland, I won't get too political here, Ann, but Oakland politicians like to call themselves progressive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
that's the word they give themselves.
Right.
But there's nothing progress about them.
Right.
It's all regressive.
It's all backwards,
And what
yeah.
they've done with their city, July of 21, when they defunded the police
Yeah.
in that city, it has gone downhill ever since. I could give you a ton of stories. But to the point no, but the Raiders didn't leave for no reason. The Golden State Warriors didn't leave for no reason.
Yeah.
And you don't have the Athletics leaving just because they want to leave. Cities. It is
Back to Poston.
it is a privilege to have a sports franchise,
is
not
true.
a right.
It is
and the
true.
people of Oakland feel like it is the baseball gods gave them that right to this team that had moved twice
They didn't
before.
support it. Yeah, right.
It
The A,
moved already.
Philadelphia, and Kansas City. Yeah.
Twice. We don't have a right to it, but we're gonna earn it.
All right, so the baseball team will be here, Ryan. I hope
Yes.
I hope that
Sorry,
doesn't
Ryan.
worsen your headache. But the A's, and again, I don't think they're even going to have parking. Why do you need parking, right?
Well,
Show
there
up.
are some. Well, call it MGM Stadium.
Right,
Yeah, right, there you go.
There was no such thing as paid parking in Las Vegas
Oh,
until
trust me, I know.
T-Mobile Arena,
Oh.
and then it was like, well, we can't just have events, so they just started making everyone pay for parking. And
But
that's
no
why you have to pay
parking,
for
no parking fees here at the South Point, by
But
the
at
way.
the South
free
Point-
parking, free valet at the
That's
South
exactly
Point,
right.
and the best odds in the sports bar. All right, moving on. What do you want to go to next? What do you have lined up, Ben? Well, I'll let you call the audible. What do you... Bananas. All right, so the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
These guys are great. I haven't seen them live. Alex was telling me they were at the ballpark a few years ago, and she saw them. They sold out Astrodomes. Watch this shot. No, this is fun. So you see this shot of this player, and side by side, you see the camera guy who had to run with it. He flips over the fence. Watch how fast the camera guy's going.
Wow.
I mean, and the stabilizer on that
No,
thing.
he's got a steady cam.
Yeah. I just love that behind the scenes. Great shot. And this guy went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, by the way. But he can do that. No, I don't know. But anyway, really entertaining. They've done a lot for baseball. And the other day I was at the ballpark working. Saturday night I worked. And the little girl who got to yell play ball was wearing a Savannah Bananas. She's like, they're my favorite team. So look, whatever helps interest in baseball, I'm all for because I'm an old school guy.
And this summer, the party animals are coming.
What's that?
They are the team that the Savannah Bananas play.
Oh, like the Washington,
sort of the
Fed-
minor
the
league-
Washington Generals.
But they also do fun stuff
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So they're going to play the role of the Savannah Bananas.
I'm there. Did you know this, Ann? Are we going? No, I
Yeah,
want to work that game. I want to go.
They're here this
If
summer.
not, I'm going.
July, I think. June? Okay.
Let me check my Rolodex. Rolodex? File of
Hold on,
facts.
your pager's going off.
Yeah, hold on, my beeper. I got to call. All right, next up, what do you want to do? Do we have Anthony Rendon? Okay, so Anthony Rendon. Former Angel, speaking of Angels,
Former
the team
Angels,
that you
yes,
were
yeah.
forced to root for. By the way, I think it was Big Booty Bets put in Larry Heisel. I remember Larry Heisel from the Brewers. He was a
82
Brewer.
Brewers.
Did he play for the Angels? He bounced around. I had his
A
card
little
with
bit.
the Brewers.
Yeah.
Larry
He's an
Heisel,
82
big
Brewers.
home run, hit a 30-run home run. So the Angels paid Anthony Rendon 7-year, $245 million contract before the 2020 season. He was coming off a World Series championship. He's been injured. I don't even know if he's played a complete season. So here's what they've done right by his picture at the end of games in Anaheim. They have all the garbage cans right by his picture. Now, this is obviously a coinky dink, but maybe the owners told the guys, hey, why don't you go? But that's kind of a jab that he didn't really need, but he got hurt just watching that video. Probably it took him about 28 at bats to get a hit this year.
Oh my God!
And they gave him a sarcastic applause
for about a quarter of that money. They could have got the same production out of Frank Nicotero.
They could have. I could have done it for a lot less, and I would have played harder, and
That's
I would
for
have got
sure.
hurt just as much probably because I don't know how to stretch. Remind me to stretch next week when we go to the golf thing. Because
do stretch.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
very important.
dude. When I went out and played softball about a year and a half ago, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go out and pick up the bat and go. That night, when I went to stand up from the couch after sitting down, I couldn't move. The next day, it was so got to stretch. Got to stretch when you're over 40.
You needed those salon pas.
I need that is or
Yeah, slap those on. man.
yeah. All right, what's next? The which one? The Dodgers lookalikes? No, let's do it. Yeah, no, I do. Okay, this was a game. It's a little while ago. If you look, so this is an Ohtani lookalike, a Yamamoto lookalike, and Decoy. Decoy is that
And then we have
the dog? I didn't understand this.
I don't know. This seems kind of racist to me.
Go Dodgers! Yeah.
I'm not commenting.
No, they look exactly alike, and they go around to the stadiums in Ohtani.
Sure, they do.
All right, moving on. What's next?
They got someone that looks like the guy betting the games.
That was the Decoy, I think. Exactly.
Yay.
What do we have next? Hot Dog Heaven? Do we have a
Oh, that's a good one.
Hot Dogs from Heaven? All right, this is awesome. This is T-Mobile Park, not T-Mobile Arena. T-Mobile Park is in Seattle. I mean, the Mariners are in first place. How could you make it any better? Well, why don't you drop hot dogs? Drop Hot Dogs from Heaven. So here we go. These hot dogs just appeared. They're in little parachutes. I don't know if you get condiments, but look at this.
What?
So you're sitting in the stands, and all of a sudden, hot dogs are parachuting in. This is also how the movie Red Dawn started. So I don't know. Wolverines!
Yes.
So that's for Bob. But anyway, just hot dogs. Hot Dog Heaven, they call it.
Yeah.
I like to think it's a hot dog.
I'm
Thanks
thinking
for
less.
ruining it,
I'm
Ann.
thinking less.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tell
no,
us
this
the
is
hot
Ann?
dogs had ketchup on it, too?
Wait, I wanted mustard and relish, not the ketchup
oh,
guy.
Right. I'm a mustard guy.
You don't put
Oh, you
ketchup
like-
on a hot dog.
I put
Jesus.
mustard and ketchup. That's all I do.
well,
I
you're a
know,
child.
Chicago
I'll make
style.
some both. I'm thinking Les Nessman, WKRP.
I swear to
Cincinnati,
God,
right? That's the turkeys
I
coming
thought
down.
turkeys could
right?
fly.
Yeah.
As God is my witness, does he say?
Yes,
I believe
God
turkeys
is my
could
witness.
fly.
That's what Gordon Jump said. Yeah.
Great radio promotion. Great promotion there. Yeah.
Would
I love
you
it.
not go to a game just to maybe get a hot dog
Yes.
from heaven?
Yeah.
And then you have picketing outside for the religious groups. But anyway, it's pretty funny. Seattle, kudos
Did
to
you
you.
guys
and the
know
Mariners.
that the WKRP one was based on a real promotion in Cincinnati?
No, it was not.
Oh, yeah.
So WKRP in Cincinnati is the show we're referring to, Caden, who's already in a sugar coma from 4 cupcakes that he ate. But his
4
metabolism
cupcakes
can
and 2
handle it.
beers and a shot of Jaeger we did before we came in the studio.
I thought it was Rumpelmans. But anyway, he's grabbing a tissue. And there's a famous episode where they did the turkey drop and the turkeys just fell. But that's based on an actual station that did that in Cincinnati?
Well, I don't know if it was in Cincinnati, but it was based on a real promotion gone wrong. I learned it in my intro to broadcasting class back in 1992.
Wow.
That's
Is
what
this
they
at
teach in
UNLV?
school?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
teacher
89.
comes in hungover.
I forget
Here,
when.
watch this episode of WKRP.
Yeah.
My dad was in radio my whole life.
Yeah.
So Dr. Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap, that was like, we had to watch that. I loved it. And Herb Tarlick.
It made me want to do radio. I actually
Exactly.
studied radio, got into communications because I loved that show.
And then there was they rebooted it like a few years after in syndication. It wasn't as good.
No,
I don't
it
know if
had
Lonnie was on it.
The girl from
Bailey was on it.
the girl from the
Bailey was hot.
the White Snake videos.
Oh, Tanya Katane.
Tony Katane, who slapped the crap out of
Chuck Finley.
Chuck Finley,
Yes,
yeah.
the late Tanya Katane.
Yeah, may she rest in peace.
There you go. And the show got weird. All right, I think we have. Do we have one more? Oh, okay. This was for Ryan, and we're going to show it anyway. We were going to get to this on Friday, but we. There's Anthony Rizzo. Oh,
yeah.
Anthony Rizzo hit his 300th home run. So a
Yeah.
former pitcher of the Cubs. I think his last name Scherzer. It's not Max Scherzer, but it's anyway. He's an artist and he paints. So he wanted to do a congratulations to Anthony Rizzo, who hit 300 home runs. So he takes these little thing of paint and hits them with the bat.
What?
Yeah, this is really cool. And then it comes out to Anthony Rizzo. He's throwing stuff. A little Denny Dent action going on there.
Wow, this looks like art we all can do.
Hunter
That I
Biden
can't
couldn't
do.
do that art, though. You got to have the blow. No, I mean, just the straw.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
straw,
right.
the blow. Yeah.
This is what I think those mommy wine and painting nights turn into every time. That you always see like all the drunken moms like holding up their paintings and like one of them's good.
Yeah.
But kind of a cool thing. It got Anthony Rizzo.
We could do a daddy drinking thing like that too, hitting the ball off the tee and with paint on it.
As long as there's an elite sport box nearby that we can watch all
no.
the sports.
Super box.
Super box. Super elite, high class box.
You'll find it either way on Amazon. You go
Well,
there.
you could, there's
other ways.
Jokes,
We're gonna
box
talk after
jokes.
the air.
We're
I
not
want to
gonna
check in. I only have Larry Heisel from Big as the last one. Sometimes my live comments stop working. I want to see if there was anything worth there. Young Andrew, a.k.a. Drew Dog on this show. We had an idea for a feature called Monday Montage where we'd look back at the previous week at some of the funnier moments or interesting moments. And I believe he cut something together. Is that right, Ann? All right. So this is going to be a regular feature that we'll do a Monday Montage. This will let you know everything you missed last week. So why don't we go ahead and roll the Monday Montage. Roll it, Andrew. It's National We Jump the World Day, a.k.a. Parkour Day.
You see this picture here?
Yeah.
The gentleman on the left is Nick Zito, and he won the Kentucky Derby in 1994
Okay.
with that horse right there who is sniffing the Stanley Cup, and that is Gopher Gin. That is Gopher Gin. On my day with the Stanley Cup, I took it to Belmont Park and had the picture with the Kentucky Derby winner
So awesome.
in 1994, Gopher Gin.
Have you ever been cow tipping in real life?
Yes. Here's the thing. My friends I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I grew up on a farm. We're like, hey, let's go cow tipping. And I'm like, of course, let's do that.
What is
And
it?
Then my friends were like, well, here's what we got to do. First off, we have to push over this cow. And I'm like, I'm 12. I can't.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me, I'm like, that's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah,
and so I abstained from the cow tipping
here.
and watched my friends attempt it.
It's National Honesty Day, a special day celebrated every year on April 30th. It encourages everyone to be truthful and open in all aspects of life. And here we go. Something very poignant. Here we go.
I honestly did not come up with something to say.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. She's at least honest. Ryan, do you have anything you want to be honest about? Do you love me?
I love you.
It's all a setup. It's all a setup.
Kane, is there anything you want to come clean about? Is something on it?
I like the Ravens.
He likes the Ravens. Have them fired right now.
He goes, honestly, I like the Ravens.
Matt, anything you want to be honest about?
And honestly, as much as I love Pittsburgh, seeing the Steelers lose does make me happy because all my friends are sad, and I'm happy.
Well, this is Matt's last Tuesday on the show.
Yeah, it took a turn quickly, Frank.
We're going to open a patch. Topps Tuesday. We're going to open our cards. This is the valuable one, I think. This is one of 7,000. Fernando Tatis wearing the City Connect that we talked about.
Like a blueprint Michelangelo style Adley Rushman.
Oh, that's a cool card.
That is a really cool one. Adley Rushman.
Hip hip Jorge Mateo.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Happy birthday, Ann.
She's got an array of balloons behind her, picked up by Alex, and she's got some energy drinks and all sorts of stuff. We are very lucky to have her. You have to be excited for the Bears, right?
Yeah.
Are you showing us your nail polish?
Yeah, was that silver? Do you have
That's how excited
I thought he was doing that.
Williams has started to adopt that bear claw pose.
Showing off the nail polish.
Yeah, right. He's like, would you bet on today, suckers?
Madison Square Garden is tremendous, I'll be honest with you. When those Ranger fans get going, Frank, you know, I'm sure you've been there before. It's just crazy and off the hook. I used to wear my Canadian jersey there back in the old days and get hit with pretzels in the back of the head, Frank. Mustard all over my nice, beautiful Montreal jersey. But the Ranger fans are dedicated. They're hungry. They haven't won since the year after my Canadians.
Andrew Drew Dog. That was tremendous, buddy. Forget what I said about abbreviating. That was an outstanding. I look how much fun we have on this show. Look what you missed. You can go back and watch all the episodes. They're right there on the YouTube page. I wanted to do some live comments here. This is a question for Keith and Ron. Joey B, who always wants to know the odds. Odds on the South Point foursome winning the golf tournament next Monday. He has it set at 100-1. I want to go longer on that.
It might go longer.
There's probably going to be some really good golfers there. Am I right?
I hope so. No, there will be. Yes.
Yeah. 100-1. Yeah. Being kind.
I'm in. I'll take some two-way action on that. Why not?
Joey B,
but we keep score ourselves.
That's
we could cheat
the honor
like,
system.
Oh,
yeah,
we could cheat
Alex,
like crazy.
Come on, she's gonna get
and
some.
Would I be beyond
ladies' tees? Come on.
Okay.
Put in a couple of bucks on it, and then
money will be. Well, I have
$8. And then you donate the money to the kids.
Yeah, you can buy mulligans, right?
There you go.
You have to donate.
Donate the money to the folds.
I never do. I just use them.
Just use them.
Yeah.
Joey B says odds on which South Point member of the foursome drinks the most.
That's
Frank
easy.
is 5-2. Ryan 4-1. Parles 25-1. Alex 33-1. That's about that's a good line.
5-2. That's a little high. He's going to lose money on that. That's.
Okay.
I say now. My line, if you look into the comments, my line is Frank minus 3.5 drinks over the rest of the foursome.
Oh, you're putting the total. You're going total.
I'm telling you.
Congratulations on the anniversary, Keith. Says
Thank
Daniel
you. That's very
Pacheco.
nice. Thanks, Daniel.
I like the overs on 108.5. Oh, Jello shots. He also has on there. No rattlesnakes encountered by the foursome. 2.5. I don't tell.
I got
are there
the under.
rattlesnakes out in this?
There are. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. It is way out there.
It's way out there.
It's on the
scorpions, rattlesnakes.
No, I killed a scorpion
coyotes,
in the house. The
road
baby
runners.
one.
Oh, did you?
Killed a baby one the other day. I felt very manly.
The baby ones are bad.
I know because they don't know how to control their venom.
That's exactly right.
Okay, I had a huge one when I was in Joshua Tree.
You
okay,
say that to all the boys.
I know. So the little one I killed with I'm embarrassed. A frying pan. I didn't know what to do, and I crushed him with the frying pan. The corpse is still there, but I didn't pick it up. Because I want the others to know.
That's exactly what
See
you do.
You get.
That's
you come
the
around
move.
this hallway. Let's see here. Did you say
2.5 rattlesnakes? Oh, way over.
Ryan writes, did you say thankfully I'm not there? Ryan, I was saying thankfully you weren't here. I'm looking at his chair. I was looking at his chair.
Yeah,
like
Caden looks really comfortable in that chair. It's strange now that he's 21.
I was saying we didn't want an Oakland A's, Vegas A's battle going. Ryan, we missed you. I like both road teams. Ryan McCormick's picks at 1236, likes both road teams plus the points in the association. So Ryan is backing your Minnesota Timberwolves bet. I was hoping to see a remote. Okay, let's Daniel Pacheco, seriously. How do you get an in and out to close in your city? I don't think they close.
Oakland. You're talking about Oakland.
Oh, they got one.
They got one to close.
It's the only place in the planet where an In-N-Out Burger has closed. They have never closed a store. They don't franchise.
Right.
They are owned by the family from Southern California. I grew up in Baldwin Park, Hacienda Heights. Right there, it was close. Baldwin Park was the first one.
There.
Anyway, yeah, and so not because it wasn't making money, it was making money, but the crime. People would go in to get a double animal style and
4x4.
Neapolitan shake and that sort of stuff, and their cars would get broken into while they're in the store.
Oh my God!
They said, "Okay, we know how to fix that."
That's the last straw
see ya,
for me.
Oakland. Okay.
That's really okay. Yeah, seriously, Henny. Okay. He played for the Twins. Lyman Bostock. Oh, Larry Heisel played with Minnesota as well. I remember that. Lyman Bostock. Decoy is Shohei's dog. Ryan is informing me. Decoy is Sho's dog. What is going on, Ann? Are you laughing at Caden shoving his face? What happened there? All right. We're almost out of time. Matt Scherzer is the name of the guy who painted, says Ryan.
Oh, that's the finger painter.
It's not all of these. Oh, wait. Can't say that one. And miss my guy. Mini Dar. Dang, I was in a meeting. Miss my guy Keith Lyle. I'll have to catch up on replay. Yeah, Keith Lyle once again wants to ask Mini Dar, if you have a second, how was your derby? Maybe let us know tomorrow. But look at that. He was in a meeting. Mini Dar, we love you, buddy. Sorry we missed you. Hopefully you did well on the derby. Let us know tomorrow in the chat. Keith will be back on the chat room tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tomorrow we have Joe Bartnick talking hockey. Ooh. Joe Bartnick, big hockey guy, has a hockey podcast he does with Fraser Smith, who's a comedian friend of mine from LA who's playing the Brad Garrett Comedy Club this week. And I'm hopefully going to have him on Thursday. Wednesday, we have Jacqueline Marfugi making a repeat appearance. She was here on episode 56, I remember, because she wore her Lawrence Taylor jersey. She is one of the MCs for the Magic Mike live show at the Sahara. She did. Yeah, you liked her. No, she's great. And people were claiming for her and Alex together. Her and Alex will be together on Wednesday. So Jackie and John Knight, a very funny comedian from Pittsburgh, also playing Brad Garrett, will come in most likely Friday. He's very funny. So great lineup all the rest of the week. Monday, this turned out to be a great show. Ryan, we miss you. Of course, we miss you in that chair. And hopefully you feel better. We'll see you tomorrow. Ron Futrell coming in, as always.
If you get
hysterical.
desperate again and you need somebody at the last minute.
It's never that.
Ron, can you come by? Yeah, okay.
We can schedule Ron a day. No, Ron. We
glad
love
to
you.
be here.
And
Always
Keith
glad.
lives close by.
Yeah.
He would have been at home in the chat room watching
I would have
anyway.
been in the chat anyway. Yeah.
So I made him come over anyway.
Yeah.
So Keith, very funny.
If I wasn't here, I'd be home with my wife, and neither one of us wants that. So I'm just kidding. I love you, honey.
Congrats, 22 years.
20, I love
22.
her
And
very
speaking of
much.
22, that'll be your birthday next year, a year from today. And we'll look back 100 shows ago at Caden shoving his face full of cupcakes. Andrew Drew Dog, outstanding job on the Monday montage. Look forward to seeing that. Lots of fun stuff coming up this week. And Ann, any closing words? Do you want to just roll the close? Lines live in about every show.